This is a fan-based parody. Star Wars is owned by Disney. Please support the official release. Last time on Weekend Star Warriors.
So we have to go back into the depths of the ship and disable the tractor beam?
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
You
Yes!
dick!
Yes!
You f***ing dick! We just got here!
Alright.
We are going to disable or destroy the tractor beam generator. Then we are going to come back, and we are all going to take this ship and get the hell off this Star Destroyer.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
You make it to the bridge.
We did it. We did it. Okay.
Yeah.
Door's locked.
Celebrated too soon. Force lightning!
That is the vacuum of space out there.
So if we open that door, we'll die.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, the transparent steel viewports have been shattered, and the emergency shutters have failed to close completely. If we search around, we might be able to find extravehicular operation suits,
Ooh.
space suits.
Right.
We could go to an airlock, we can go around, make repairs to the shutters, and then open the door for everyone else. So we suit up.
I guess I'll just stand guard, wait for something to happen.
Well, you could search the nearby captain's quarters. That might have some information about what's been going on.
Sure, I'll do that. So I'm gonna search the captain's quarters.
Go to his refresher, you might find a captain's log.
It's a good idea.
Welcome to Weekend Star Warriors. They set a trap. How could they set a trap?
Check for traps.
Okay.
Oh, great. You're here, too. Don't like this Nazi.
She shot
Is
you
anyone
once,
else
she'll do it.
alive?
No, not alive.
Maklaw, you want to smash you something?
Yeah.
Where would you like to aim?
His ugly mug.
Half of his face is gone.
What the what?
What is happening?
Their guts are hanging out behind them.
Lovely.
No, it's not.
Not on my dress and fur.
Yeah,
My
how's it
beautiful
feel,
new
huh?
dress.
How's it feel?
My beautiful new robe.
Okay, so we activate the mag boots. We walk along. And as you look around, you see several hull breaches and floating debris.
All right.
Go ahead and roll for perception.
Can zombies survive in space?
Be a 16.
I don't see this, but you see a bunch of floating corpses,
Oh, lovely.
frozen,
Good they're frozen.
Death spasms.
and you see one of them twitch and look straight at you.
Oh, Lord.
Shogo's just continuing to walk.
Ping pong.
I'm gonna aim my blaster at it and take a shot. Go fish.
Are you going to tell Shogo what's going on?
Work in the vac.
Shogo, there's zombie.
Wait, what?
5, and I critted a 4.
Okay.
So
I thought we were playing Crazy Eights.
8 damage.
Have you been playing Go Fish this whole time?
Its entire body shatters into a billion shards of ice.
Oh, good.
And then several other corpses start to look
Oh,
at you.
no. Oh, no.
Oh boy.
And
Oh boy.
they start to try and move towards you, but they can't get any traction. They're just hovering there.
Oh, good.
And then you see them open their mouths, their skin chipping away, and they seem to be trying to scream.
Oh, that's gross.
You
Let's-
have nightmares.
Let's just pretend that we're not looking at that and just get to the controls of the bridge.
How's it going out there, guys?
get close, blast them.
I will.
Oh shit, no. Crazy Eights. Sorry. You know what? Oh no.
Okay, so we're continuing on. You three managed to make it to the captain's bridge,
Yes.
or captain's quarters,
Okay.
and
search.
go ahead and roll for searching.
Did you search for the captain's log?
Zyzzix finally gets it. Oh, gross, man. No. It's cocked, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Natural 20 for Maklaw and a 3 for me.
Maklaw, you actually do find the captain's log.
Which one?
The real one, not the one.
Find this? Did you see this? Did you look for this? This is what I meant.
I hate
Not the
this
other thing.
So
Was it trending in the toilet?
It was in the refresher.
Okay.
I told you.
Would you like to read it now or later? It will take a while for them to get back.
I'll start reading.
Okay.
I like peer over his shoulder.
Said about
Shoves him away.
said a couple of years ago. Under direct orders from Lord Vader, we have taken Imperial scientist Lan Irons. Our orders are to provide whatever resources necessary for Dr. Irons' experiments with top-secret project named Blackwing. Other than the name, no further information is to be provided to the troops. Lord Vader emphasized that this product is vital to the good of the Empire. On a personal note, I wrote my wife a sincere apology letter for not being able to make it home for the foreseeable future. I hope she understands. But my duty is to the Empire and the good of the galaxy as a whole.
The great are good.
Several days later,
Good.
Dr. Irons is quite a sullen individual. He has little occasion to interact with me or my troops. On the one occasion he did, I got the distinct impression that he does not see me as a human being, but rather as one of his lower life forms beneath a microscope.
Seems like a pleasant guy.
Several more later, I was beginning to get the impression that his research had stalled, but it appears he's had a recent breakthrough. Dr. Irons has been granted over 1,000 prisoners for his experiments today. While I am not allowed to speculate, it appears that this Project Blackwing could be some form of bioweapon. As such, I have called a convocation of all my troops to reiterate the importance that they stay as far away from Dr. Irons, his staff, and their experiments, unless expressly ordered to do so. If this Blackwing is anything like the Blue Shadow virus of the Clone Wars, we can't take any chances with it getting loose.
That's like modern scientists seeing the bubonic plague and being like, you know what? We should try that again.
Another entry. Lord Vader paid a personal visit today, and all of you are reading this.
Yeah.
None of my men had been instructed to be on their best behavior, as I have already drilled it into them. A path was made directly from Darth Vader's shuttle to Dr. Irons' lab. My men remained on attention along the path until Lord Vader concluded his business and left. Such discipline is a hallmark of my men. Should the opportunity arise, I wish to recommend them all for extended leave once the tour is over. They have earned it.
You might say he has top men.
One of my men has gone missing.
Oh.
PT 420. Bit of a clumsy one, but never... Yes, that was the pun I intended.
420. No wonder he's clumsy.
But never when it counted. Not one to jump ship. I have asked the quartermaster to look into this disappearance, but on a ship of 10,000, it will take a while. However, my gut tells me Irons is behind this. I will need concrete proof before I present a complaint to Lord Vader, though.
I was about to say maybe Vader killed him. Apparently likes
Could
to
you
do
stop
that.
by?
Yeah, they said they lose 1 or 2 men every time he comes by.
We cut back to Lilliana and Shogo. They've made their way up to the bridge without any further incident. It's a little disorienting seeing the huge towering side of the main body of the Star Destroyer off to one side,
The sign of
and
the
then
city,
nothing but the emptiness of space on the other. They peek down into the bridge and roll for perception.
That's a 6.
Natural 20.
Right? Ooh, nice.
This time he sees it and shoots the other one.
Okay, I don't have a gun.
Ah!
Liliana's about to go in, but Shogo holds up his hand, points to 5 distinct ones, and waves you back to the side of the bridge out of the windows, whispers over the comm, "Shoot that piece of debris. It'll make a big flash and draw all of them out."
All right.
Shoot.
And it doesn't make any noise.
Hit. 5.
So it hits, makes a huge flash, and you don't hear anything. You don't hear anything. And then you see all 5 of the corpses spring out, rocketing forward towards the thing.
Alright.
And Shogo holds off. Then 2 more coming.
Okay.
He peeks around. Shoot them, let's see if any more come.
Okay.
Shooting. That's a 6. Crit.
Okay, you shatter through 2 of them. It reflects off of one of the pieces of metal and kills a 3rd.
Alright.
We wait a bit longer. Nothing. We move in. It's completely clear. And start looking around the panels. Go ahead and roll for investigation.
That's a big old 7.
Natural 20 again.
Wow.
I find the right panel and direct you to it. Go ahead and roll for computers with advantage.
18.
You don't see any noticeable change, but Shogo points. You look up and see the shutters have closed completely.
Alright.
Does that mean they can take off their helmets if they wanted to? Not yet. Okay.
Now we just have to vent the atmosphere into here. It'll take a while. So if this were a holodrama, we might cut away to something else.
Go fish.
What's the next entry say?
Yeah.
That bastard! Strike that last. Quartermaster found a video evidence of PT-420 walking into Iron's restricted section. I know that none of my men would ever disobey a direct order from me. That is, unless Irons himself requested it personally. Given the nature of their work, however, Irons has no surveillance on his sector. At least, none that's open to me. When my men confronted Irons, he stated that PT-420 was indeed in his sector, but had come of his own accord, and due to some clumsy mishap, been exposed to one of the experiments and quarantined. I have filled out a report and sent it to Lord Vader. While I understand the need for secrecy and quarantine, I will not accept abuse of power from anyone in the Empire.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Response from Lord Vader. I am to drop the issue of PT-420 immediately. A replacement stormtrooper has been sent and given the same call sign. We are to treat this individual as though he were the original 420. Anyone refusing to comply will be reassigned to assist in Iron's experiments and officially replaced with another soldier.
What if the original was like Hawaiian or something, and then they get a white dude to replace him? This is clearly not the same person.
Same guy, I'm the same guy.
The doctor is beginning to get increasingly bitter. Apparently he has hit a bit of a snag and can't seem to advance with his research. I must admit I feel a hint of pleasure in this. The old alien concept of karma comes to mind. There's been a leak. Several of my men are dying in the sickbay, coughing on their own fluids. I knew this would happen, but I had no idea it would spread so quickly. Whatever this substance is, it appears to bypass the ray shields I set up in the ventilation ducts. Almost the entire crew is infected now. Even the triage centers we've set up have been overwhelmed. Half the crew is dead, but Irons will not allow us to jettison anything. I tend to agree with him, the bastard. If this pathogen can survive ray shields, it might be able to survive the vacuum of space. While I hate that man, he clearly understands what this is. I will defer to his judgment on how to deal with the bodies. Our own doctor has come up with a cure. She found that several individuals, myself included, have a natural immunity. Apparently this pathogen doesn't like a certain blood type. The doctor was able to create and administer a vaccine synthesized from my and other immunes' blood. I ordered the vaccine administered to everyone immediately. That bastard Irons attempted to countermand my orders, but I shut him down. It was then I noticed that he was missing a foot. I must admit, I was both curious and amused by his misfortune, but I did not allow it to get in the way of my duty to the Empire and my soldiers. If this Blackwing bioweapon is a disease, we need a way to protect the innocent Imperial civilians from it. Yes, there is a risk of the vaccine falling into enemy hands, but I would rather have that than the entire Imperial citizenry wiped out by this madness. As for the dead, I've ordered them all sealed up and sent to Irons. If he wants my people for his experiments, he can have them, but he'll have to deal with their bodies. We captured a ship today. My tractor beam crew was ecstatic for something real rather than just drills, and several others were pleased with who and what we captured. Slave 1, piloted by Boba Fett himself. He claimed to be transporting several bounties for the Empire and the Corporate Sector Alliance. I personally inspected his credentials and found them to be in order. I was about to release him when Irons butted in. He insisted that no one could be allowed to leave with knowledge of the Star Destroyer's whereabouts. I told him that with us constantly moving, and with them not seeing anything confidential, we had no reason to hold them. He then stated that he could always contact Lord Vader and have a replacement sent for me. A replacement who would allow it. Like a coward, I allowed Irons to take them into his filthy experiments. May the Celestials forgive me for this.
Wait, when is this entry dated?
Like a couple days ago.
Guys, did we get experimented on?
I think they were holding us for that.
Like a coward, I allowed Irons to take them to his filthy experiments. May the Celestials forgive me for this, but I can't risk my life and the lives of my crew for a bounty hunter and a few criminals. I did, however, give them all the vaccine we had developed. Hopefully that will grant them some protection from Irons' mad experiments. These next entries happen in a single day. I'm not sure how to put this into words. They woke up. We were transporting the bodies, and the bags started moving. They were screaming. One of the nurses opened a body bag to free the apparently terrified patient, and she bit him. She took out another 3 before a trooper opened fire on her. But she just kept coming. Only a shot to the head finally put her down. By then, she'd bitten another 3. The vaccine is no longer effective, at least not on the bite victims. They'll die within hours of being bitten, and then come back just as savage as the rest of the risen corpses. One of my ensigns stated that he'd seen it before, but only in holodramas. They're called zombies. Nearly unkillable risen dead.
Hey, Maklaw, how many entries are after this?
Created by mystical or biological means. I think we can be certain this is biological. At the moment, shooting them in the head appears to be the only sure way of killing them, but I'm still hesitant to jettison the bodies. We have no idea if this disease can survive in the vacuum of space. Well, perhaps Irons does, but we've been unable to contact him. Communications been cut off for days. Final entry. These things are learning. They've started using blasters and tools. They'll be here in a couple of minutes. The only chance the galaxy has for us now is to pilot the Star Destroyer somewhere this plague can't reach. I sent a squad to destroy the hyperdrive, but I don't know if they succeeded. In the meantime, I've set our sublight engines for a course for the Maw black hole cluster. If I were to pilot the ship into a sun, solar winds could potentially carry the plague, but nothing can escape a black hole. This will be my final entry, though I doubt anyone will get it. If someone does, please tell my wife, Ilara, on Karita, that I'm sorry I didn't listen to her and take a cushy job on Coruscant. But let her know that I did my duty to protect the Empire and the galaxy from the evils of men like Irons.
We just kind of sit there for a second. Wait, so this ship is headed into a black hole?
I have the log, right?
Mm-hmm.
I put it away.
So,
Get back to us.
back to us. We managed to repressurize everything and open the doors.
So we look over. Oh, they did it.
And we take off our helmets. Find anything?
So, funny story.
I just handed it to you.
Okay.
Just flip to the last one.
Blah, blah, blah. Karita, bound it.
He looks so done.
Okay. Let's see. Edge of the unknown regions. Sublight drive to get to the black holes. That would take them roughly 14 months.
Oh, so we've got time.
So we've got that.
I thought we were gonna look out the window like, oh hey, there it is.
I'm a little bad at math. Perhaps the one who's good at astrogation should calculate how much time we have.
All right, that's a natural one.
You think I'm perfectly right?
Yeah, that seems right.
Why don't you do another astrogation, but look at the charts? This
Oh.
one with advantage. You can
Okay,
see the charts of the ship.
so 11 total.
All right.
Does anyone
Lilliana?
want to assist me?
Sure. Would this be computers?
It could be.
Okay.
We're like huddled over a calculator together, like, wait, is it?
13.
Maybe you could try looking out the window and judging by the stars.
Sure.
That's a different way of doing it.
Natural
There
20,
we
finally,
go.
motherfucker.
Okay.
So yeah, we're like huddled doing math, and I'm finally just like, this isn't working. Oh, I know that star. Wait,
We are heading for Karita.
oh. As in, if we get there, an entire zombie plague will spread across the galaxy.
Starting with the Stormtrooper homeworld.
Oh,
That's not good.
how is this worse than a black hole? Okay.
Can we redirect it?
So, about your plan to explode everything.
What?
We should
We should do that. Any ideas?
Oh, all of a sudden you guys just
I agreed
jump
with you
on
when you
board.
brought it up in the first place. You make it so hard to be your friend.
How
Let's go to the tractor beam reactor, blow that up, and then get ourselves out of it and try to see if we can set a timer to blow
I was about to say, is there
something
any...
critical.
I
and then
wanted
blow
to ask
up.
you, is there any way to start a chain reaction from the tractor beam? Like, disable it and then explode it, and then that'll make other things explode.
or from the bridge, since we're already here.
If-
We want to see boom.
Yeah.
Big boom.
We gotta destroy everything on this thing.
Well, Big
Hopefully
Boom
not.
could send them flying all over the place.
So we don't just have to explode it, we have
Fine,
to
it'll-
obliterate it?
I think what the captain had was a good idea to pilot it into a black hole.
Who knows how to pilot a ship?
I very slowly and reluctantly raise my paw.
Alright, make it go autopilot into a black sun. Why don't you do that?
Can I do it from here, or do we have to go somewhere else?
You can do it from here.
Alright. Cross your fingers for me, guys. This hasn't been going well. 17. So what's the deal?
This is set to come to here, to Krita.
Okay.
Right.
We may have to reset the system and then have the coordinates be going to the black hole.
Right.
Making the zombies think that is their original place of destination.
So you're saying the zombies will see where we're headed and...
Well, they did change it once before, so
Oh, I see.
we don't want them to know that we've changed it again.
That's right.
I
'cause you
see,
said
I
they
see.
were learning. Okay.
Because they're smart zombies.
Man, when did this get so complicated?
Is there-
Right now. Like this very second.
So anyway, let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do
I
it.
like that
Yeah.
plan.
Let's cover up.
So
tracks.
who's doing what now? Assignment.
Like
We're
a
gonna-
programmer.
We're gonna have to reset the system.
How do we do that?
Computers.
That's you guys. That's your
Oh,
I just figured it out how to do it.
That
Well,
would
we
be
need to.
a synthetic 20.
Okay,
you're probably fine.
so Liliana, you easily hack into it,
All right.
I'm like, so how do we do that? And Liliana goes,
Like that.
and for good measure, you go back in and turn every inhabited planet, or reset it, or swap places with one of the black holes in the Maw cluster.
All right.
so no matter what they do, they're
They're going to go to a black hole.
Oh, black hole.
You know, they say black holes are dimensions to parallel universes.
Maybe they'll go into a zombie universe and they can be happy zombies with all the other zombies.
That is not where I was going with that train of thought at all.
Zombie paradise.
We're not going with these zombies. We're getting off this ship before it goes into the black hole.
I figured
Because
that. I
black
was just
holes,
saying
you
it
know,
could be
put you into
put you into death.
yes,
Okay.
basically become string cheese.
Maklaw, you want to smashy something?
Yeah.
Okay. Smashy here, 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 and here. Those are the tractor beam controls. They won't be able to reset it from here.
Done.
Okay?
Oh, one more. I can count.
Little smash.
As you're smashing, it slices like a hot knife through butter. Because this thing has been molecularly forged.
Oh,
Of the edge.
What, my reblade?
Yes.
Wow.
Cuts like butter.
Now, even
Keep that blade far away from me, thank you.
even if we do manage to get back, I think we'd better hurry because they could find a bypass to the tractor beam and get it fixed.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Hang on, there's no way to disable that bypass?
Let's just go.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
We'd have to go to
The actual tractor
the
beam.
actual tractor
That
beam
noise,
thing.
Yes,
go.
let's go.
Criff that noise, let's go.
Okay, so roll for perception first.
Nope, natural one. We both got
Same.
natural ones.
21.
We're just like sniping at each
7.
other.
6.
Okay,
20.
as everyone is rushing out, Ping Pong, you see something outside.
Hold on, guys.
Wait.
What is it?
No more zombies.
The shuttle is going away.
What?
What?
I took the keys!
They must have hotwired it.
Those mother criffers! Ugh.
Damn it.
Can you don't have any comm links to them? You can't radio them and be like, hey, what the criff? I'm your
shoot them?
superior.
Shogo
Yeah, can we shoot
goes to do that, and then suddenly a laser fires out of the Star Destroyer and blasts them into pieces.
Oh.
Oh, I feel better.
Yes, me
That
too.
wasn't us.
That was also our ride.
Was.
It wasn't
Was.
anymore.
They had
They
it. left us.
just killed it.
I'm saying we don't have any way to get off this thing now.
Well, they were not coming
No,
back.
there's other TIE fighters. We're just gonna have to be in, like, holding our breaths.
Yeah.
Sure.
And going really fast into
Hang
the
on.
planet.
Where did that shot come from?
Yeah.
It came from the turbo lasers. Looks like there are some zombies in there too. Well, if we were there, we could have easily avoided that. You just have to go down rather than up.
Well, a little late for that now, I guess. Do we have enough TIE fighters for all of us? They're so small.
We could find a TIE bomber or a TIE boarding craft. They have enough room for people.
More
Can I
places in this
use-
death trap we have to navigate to.
Can I use a computer and pretend to know what I'm doing by looking up
Yes.
at the different cameras and
Go
different
ahead.
hangers? I'm pretending to know what I'm doing.
And you rolled a...
I'll
Let's see,
help.
what am I using?
I'll help.
Cunning or
Yeah.
13.
Intellect.
14 units?
21.
21?
Oh, you're also pretending. You're a good pretender.
Freight protector.
You find a hangar with a very oddly shaped ship that looks like it's lying on its back. Slave 1.
Oh, let's get there.
But where's Boba?
Does it matter?
No.
Right behind you.
Have you been here the whole time?
Oh, Boba.
Why are you talking to him like he's your friend?
Because everybody's my
Boba.
friend. Give me a way out of here.
I passed several of the zombies on the way here.
All right.
I've been studying them. I think they know what you've done to the tractor beam.
What?
We gotta make it go boom.
Got any boomers on that ship of yours?
How do we make all the tractor beams go boom? Can we do that from here? Is that possible?
Do you still have my bowcaster?
I thought you might feel that way.
Yay!
And all of your weapons are there.
Hooray!
Yay!
Thanks for doing us that solid, Boba.
Oh, I wanted
Mr.
my
Fett,
bowcaster.
what do you
Okay.
prefer? Never mind.
The boat?
Just shut up.
Fatty fet.
Both of you.
Be fet. Boba F. Stop me when I'm hitting on something.
You're gonna be going a while.
We're gonna be bibbity bibbity bobs.
How about just his initials?
Do any
BF?
of you have emotional attachment to this creature?
No.
Yes.
Not
Yes! Stop it!
Unequivocally.
Stop it! Stop it!
Her mother
Stop
will
it.
be very cross with you.
What's a few extra 10 credits?
All of these stupid space Nazis are such assholes.
I don't think he's working for them, so yes.
Criff you.
So,
So, BF. What are we doing?
I think if we manage to make it to the tractor beam generator and mess with it, it'll also throw off whatever lasers they might try to shoot at us.
Alright.
Let's do it.
I take it you found a way to keep this ship from hitting anyone.
Yes.
She reprogrammed
I
all the
reprogrammed
destinations
all the
to-
destinations to black holes.
Yes.
I've just blown it up.
Yeah, me too.
I suggested that, but they were worried about debris hitting things and spreading the contagion.
Well, gear up. You're going first.
Who's he pointing at?
All of you.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
Um,
All right,
Does anyone want to
BBs.
volunteer to take the lead?
You.
and in there is also the double-bladed red lightsaber.
Nice.
May I?
You may.
And then Shogo finds the vibration generator for your old Reek blade.
Ah.
Hands it to you.
Yes.
You attach it to the new one, and it's like it never left.
Reunited and it feels so good.
A rare
right.
moment of softness.
That's the most tenderness I've ever seen in Maklaw's expression. Find you a man who looks at you the way Maklaw looks at his reek blade.
Shogo inspects his sword, double-bladed spinny, puts it on his back, hands the knuckle knife back to Lilliana.
Thank you.
Now,
Touch looked like it lingered.
it did. Thanks for listening to Weekend Star Warriors. I am your host and game master, John Ike. Star Wars was created by George Lucas and is owned by Disney. This game follows the basic rules of the Edge of the Empire role-playing game, and rulebooks are available for sale wherever books are still sold. The setting for this adventure was based on the novels Death Troopers and Red Harvest. Both were written by Joe Schreiber. If you wish to know more about the zombie plague I used in this campaign, I suggest reading both of these books. If you're a Darth Maul fan, I suggest reading Schreiber's other work, Maul Lockdown, in which Maul kills a Wampa with his bare hands. Liliana Emerald was played by Megan Cordero. You can follow her on Instagram at Maganda88. Zyzzix Math was played by Jeffrey Gardner. You can follow him on Instagram at Jeffa+. Ping Pong was played by Kat Johnston. You can follow her on Instagram at BirdieCat82. Maklaw was played by Edgar Cuevas. There's no need to follow him. He's already following you. Sound effects from soundboard.com. Music by Megan Cordero. Special thanks to Mike Christensen and Nadisa Cuevas. Please like, subscribe, and review, and we will release the next episode in a couple of weeks. Thanks for listening, and remember,
We're gonna be bibbity bibbity bobs.
We're in a zombie ship!
We're in a zombie prison?
Yes.
Ah!
What's a zombie?
Hey, how do you kill these things?
Cut their heads off!
Okay.
I'm pretending to know what I'm doing.
Why are we so bad at this?
You've got a lightsaber.
Well, apparently I'm no good with it, so... By the way, does anyone have any theories on why this is happening?
Zombies?
It's probably a virus. That's what
Can
it
we do, like,
usually
a
is.
history check
Named
or
after a
something?
beer.
Let's say that there's a pair of them and you slice off both heads with one swipe.
Out of the way.
That was really gross. Good job.
Great, we just went through a Lovecraftian scenario.
I feel like I'm being punished.
The sooner we throw this entire thing into a black hole, the better.
Yeah.